Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the West Ham Daily. And the transfer window is officially open. Yep, all the rumours up until now have been just rubbish. And now the serious business really starts. And this is where we start really taking notice of all the transfer gossip because the window is officially up and running. I mean, doesn't really make any difference, to be quite honest with you, does it? Whether there's a transfer window or not, we get transfer rumours on a daily basis. I kind of said in the last transfer window in winter, I bet you there'll be a transfer story every day up until the next transfer window, and lo and behold, there has been. And it's no different. So the transfer window is only the official part of it. The transfer rumours just go on and on and on. Now, what does a transfer window mean, and how long is it open for? So here's a little video just to sort of give you a very brief overview of what it's all about. So we've got to put our list together, submit it to the Premier League. That doesn't happen until much later on, just before the season starts. So there's plenty of time to start filling all those places that we need in the squad. And as you've seen there, we need to make sure we have a minimum of 8 homegrown players in the squad of up to 25 players. And as you can see from the list I printed there, we've already got 10 players who you could call homegrown. We've got flexibility. We at the moment we think David Martin is still in the squad because he's not been mentioned as leaving. His place in the squad, his contract is meant to expire at the end of this season, but he's still there. And then all the other players that are there will inevitably be listed. So we've, at this present moment in time, we've got up to 10 homegrown players in our squad. So there's lots of flexibility to start getting all those foreign purchases in, all those foreign transfers. So as I said, the transfer window is open from today officially, and it goes on until the 11 p.m. on the 31st of August. What a long, laborious, just under 3 months it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of stories, a lot of transfer rumours. Not that we haven't had them already, but, you know, I think I'm going to start counting how many times Declan Rice is going to be sold, according to various social media and newspaper links. So why don't we all keep account, as from today, how many times we see Declan Rice is up for sale and how many clubs are going to buy him. So, you know, the obvious Chelsea, Man United, I'm sure there'll be, you know, after the Euros, Barcelona are being for him, and Real Madrid, and a whole plethora of teams around Europe. So we're going to have to endure this for the next, well, what are we now? The 9th of June. So we're going to have to endure this for just under 3 months. We're going to have to endure all the gossip, all the you know, all the sort of drip feed of information. A lot of it is going to be a lot of, my favorite saying at the moment, a lot of it is going to be an awful lot of guff, but we're going to have to put up with it. And the one thing that we shouldn't do is get carried away with all the stories, because as I've said before, the way the whole transfer gossip rumors work, or any rumors work, is that one newspaper or one social media column says something. Declan is going to go to Man United, and then before you know it, someone else picks up on that and goes, yeah, I think I'll repeat that story. And then before you know it, by the end of the day, 10 social media columns and 3 newspapers and all that sort of stuff are talking about the same story, and it's never true. I mean, look at the Alex Kral situation that we've got at the moment. We were led to believe he was a, that Alex Kral has apparently had agreed personal terms, had everything was done and dusted, and it was only a matter of negotiating the fee until everyone came out and went, "What are you talking about?" Because we were led to believe it, and the stories are so easy to believe. So we've got this until the 31st of August. Sorry about that, but there you go. And as I've said, each Premier League team will have to submit a squad list for the. Obviously, everyone has to submit. I don't have that date yet, but when we have that date, we'll let you know. And within that squad list, basically we can have up to 17 players who are not homegrown. So it kind of leaves only if we went for the whole hog, it kind of means that we will have only 8 homegrown players in our list. But we've got, as I said, from the list that I've shown you, we've got a bit of flexibility there. This is all dependent, of course, if all these players stay. We know Noble's in his last season. There's no reason to believe that Dawson, Creswell, Bowen, Antonio, Johnson, or Declan are going to leave. There's question marks maybe over Darren Randolph and David Martin with regards to the goalie situation. We still don't know what's going to happen there. There's a question mark about Ryan Fredericks as well, whether he's going to be kept or not. So it's going to be an interesting 2 months and 3 weeks, or let's just say just under 3 months. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, and I mean, we're going to be bringing you, at the moment, we're bringing you at least one transfer story a day. It's very, very possible that that's going to increase. It's very possible we might do 2 or 3 transfer stories, dependent on how serious the stories are. But we'll bring you what we can, and we'll keep you as up to date as we can, and hopefully just give you a flavour of where our transfers are heading to. Now, as Anton always keeps saying, we're not an in the know bunch of people here. We can only report what we read and what we're told, etc. So you never take things for gospel. And as people have alluded to in various other shows, and not until you actually see that player in a West Ham shirt or signing on the dotted line should you really believe any of the gossip. And talking about signing on the dotted line, one player that you could argue is, it's there, isn't it? Pierre Ekwah. We've talked about him quite a few times over the past few weeks. Talked about him at the end of last season as well, where he came in on trial for West Ham, where he played the last 2 games for the under-23s and scored a goal. He's impressed on trial, and we've now signed him. Signed from Chelsea, 19-year-old defensive midfielder. He's been with Chelsea only since 2018, so he's another player that you know what Chelsea do. They sweep up all the youngsters from all over the place, and then they have so many on their hands that they don't know what to do with. Mind you, they make a nice little profit out for loaning them out everywhere. So he signed a deal which is agreed for 3 years, as you can see from the shirts, and I think it's an exciting one. I think Ekwah, you kind of surprise yourself sometimes why certain players are let go of, but I think Ekwah is going to be an interesting signing for West Ham. Now, he's played for the under-23s, and what we fully expect is he will play for the under-23s next season. But you never know. I reckon he'll be another player that's going to go out on pre-season training with the senior squad. And if he impresses enough, we keep talking about we need a defensive midfielder to fill in for either Declan or for Souček. Why not Ekwah? We talk about Connor Coventry, and we think that maybe it's Connor Coventry's time, but maybe there's another player there that could really step up to the mark. And who knows? Who knows? It might be a great opportunity for this player to really demonstrate what he's capable of and whether he can actually make the step up. Let's not forget, Declan made the step up at the age of 19 in the senior squad. Ekwah is 19 years old himself, and so why not? And when he was interviewed earlier on, Ekwah said loads of young players have reached the first team. He talked about Declan Rice, and he's been captain, and he's so young and he's playing so well. Mark Noble is an unbelievable player who's been there and done the same thing. And he said, I want to do the same. And when West Ham gave me the opportunity to come in for 2 weeks to train with them, on trial with them, he said, I took it and it's worked well. They gave me the opportunity to sign. And he said, yeah, I'm taking this shirt. Now, what else do you want from a player who really wants to play for the club? Okay, so he's come from youth squad in France, and he's come to Chelsea. Whatever has happened there hasn't quite worked out for him, but who cares? We've got him. Let's hope he really does well, and we'll do a little bit more about Ekwah over the next few days. I might do a bit more of a feature on him tomorrow, but we'll see. Now, another person that is talking about signing on the dotted line is Stuart Pearce. It's really quite interesting. He did a talk show. A talk sports show where he said David Moyes has verbally agreed to a 3-year deal. Fantastic. And then he went on to say, but I'm not signing my deal until David Moyes has signed this. Well, mate, he either has or he hasn't. You know, he's either agreed, so why not sign yours? But it's all a little bit, I'm getting a bit itchy now. All this merry-go-round talk with managers. We don't think, we know that David Moyes is staying, but it would be really, really nice for him to actually sign the bloody deal so that we all start relaxing a little bit. And it's also quite interesting because Moyes has talked about, how he wants to start getting the signings in, how he wants to start working on Lingard, signing for the club, etc. But everyone's waiting on David Moyes. Stuart Pearce is waiting on David Moyes. And the same is for Lingard. Everybody wants Moyes to sign. So let's hope that happens soon. Right, let's have a few comments and then we'll bid you farewell. Good afternoon, Sean. I hope you're well. Jordan, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Epic, who we've been bamboozled. Good afternoon, Robert. I hope you're well. Breaking news: have signed no one. Well, no, Pierre Ekwah. Now, for me, I think he's beginning to be officially our second signing, but we got Levi Lang coming in as well, so it might be the third signing. Good afternoon, Stu. I hope you're well. Jordan, we've signed 3 youngsters. It's a great start, and the window's only just opened. Absolutely. Good afternoon, Gary. I hope you're well. I'm very well too. Good afternoon, Stu. Joe Riddler. Hello, mate. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us as well. Who else have we got in? Jordan. I see you've assembled the pieces of your glasses to be ready for this video. I can see by the beauty of them why it took an extra 50 pieces of my glasses. With these. Let's scroll down. Jordan, we need to lose Martin. Loved his performance against Chelsea that one time, but he's not good enough as backup. Well, I kind of agree. I was there for that game. It was quite an emotional game for him as well. So, but yeah, you're right. He's we need a keeper. I think we do. Vaclav, hello, mate. It's a good time for the show. I'm still at home after work now, just relaxing with West Ham. Thank you very much. Glad, really happy for you to join us. GP, good afternoon to you as well. We scroll down. Stuart, I had my second jab today. Well done. The traffic was a nightmare. Getting to the GP surgery, c'est la vie, and a woman screaming in the queue. But a black disabled woman gave me my jab. Lovable soul. Well done. Good afternoon, Mr. Snowman. I hope you're well. Stel, out of Armstrong, Tony, or Abraham, which one would you choose? And out of Arnautovic, Ayew, and Costa, who would you choose? I did the show on Monday night, and I mentioned Armstrong and Abraham, and I kind of would go for Abraham, to be honest. But I think I think both Armstrong and Abraham would be good. Tony, forget about, he's not going anywhere. Arnautovic, Ayew, or Costa? None of them, mate. Sorry, I can't choose out of any of them. I'm sorry about that. Lord Liam, I'm going to start it now. Lionel Messi is going to come to the Claret and Blue by tomorrow. Heard that from a proper reliable source known as some bloke called Gary down the pub. Gary, happy that they want to wait to see if Crowell's a good Euros. I don't know if that's the case. I think they just want to keep it hush-hush so actually no one else starts bidding for him. Raymond, is it true Accrington Stanley manager going to Spurs? I don't know, and I don't really care. Good afternoon, Anthony. Like with Spurs, and you accept cash Kane and say 125 million cash and not interested to selling Rice, so stump up or get stuff. Declan ain't going anywhere, but I guarantee you there'll be loads of stories about him going. Ross, if Noble stayed for another few seasons, would you be happy? No, mate. I think he's got that last season and he ain't going to play that much, and I think that's got to be it for him. Epic, Big Sam to Spurs. You heard it here first. GP, more Chelsea. Why Chelsea always mentioned on this channel makes one want a tattoo of the Chelsea badge on my butt. Fair play to Ekwah. Yeah, he really he spoke up really well. Evening. It's only 5 o'clock, Anton, so I don't know. Yes, Anton, I told you that he scored for the under-23s. Anthony, John, I was talking about Rice Spurs' attitude with Kane being cash only up front to put off other clubs, and that's the way we should, be with Declan. I'd actually say I want 300 million for him, and see who wants to stump up then. Anthony, where's Stell's onions, beret? You like that, do you? It's nice. It's summer. It's summer. You got to wear the summer t-shirts. Jordan, Rice isn't leaving, but if an offer of 100 mil came in, would you have taken it? No, I think with all the players, the quotes that we're sort of looking at with other players, when people are talking about, what's his name, Chris Wood being Villa probably wanting 40 million for him, leave off. That must mean that Declan's worth about 200 mil. Vaclav, after 2-3 months of transfer rumours, we might start believe in Moyes has an eye on Messi and Ronaldo to bring them at West Ham. Richard Stokes, hi Stellis, we definitely need to get more under 23s in. We need to be more of them knocking on the door of the first team. I agree. Kent Hammers, awful punishment for greedy six. I'm disgusted but not surprised. I haven't read it, so I don't know what the punishment was. So do let me know. Devon, hi still. Hope you're well, mate. I've a weird feeling Moyes could be off. Oh, no. I haven't. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. Tim, hello, mate. Afternoon, everyone. Abraham is not for me. Don't score enough. Well, he does. Look at our show. Look at the show I did on Monday night, and you'll see he's got not a bad goal scoring record for the number of appearances he made. Oh, Dubby, good afternoon. Thoughts about Everton trying to get Moyes? They're trying, but I don't think Moyes will go. Jordan, I would sign Ronaldo and Messi, but keep them on the bench. Well, Moyes won't think they're ready, will he? I don't know what that is, but whoever, I don't know who you are, but I can't read Russian, so my apologies. Well, that's it. Very short and sweet. Thank you all for joining. I think Anton may be doing a show later on, and he's going to talk about Chris Wood. I'd rather he didn't, but there you go. I'm not in control of what he does. So thank you for watching. Thank you for getting involved. Very, very short show. And let's look forward to the next 2.5 months of transfer rumours. Oh, and by the way, come on, England. The Euros start this Friday. We might do a little special on Friday about the Euros as well. So look out for that. Thanks for joining.